Hi guys, just before we start this video, I thought I would just quickly jump in the beginning of the year and just let you know a little bit of a disclaimer. So this is just the way that I style my hair, the way that I straighten it when I feel like going straight for a little bit. If you are on your natural curly hair journey, I wouldn't recommend that you straighten your hair if you are just starting out, but I do chat a little bit more about this in the video. So yeah, I just thought I would throw that out there in the beginning. Let's get into this. So in today's video, I thought it would be a nice idea to show you guys how I straighten my hair. So in my previous vlog, I think it was, I showed you how I blow dry my hair, and this is kind of just like a follow-up video. So let's get into this video. So at the moment my hair is just blow dried. There's nothing really going on here. I'm sure if you were a color girl growing up in Cape Town, they would have definitely said to you the sun is shining with the situation over here. So yeah, like I said, this is what my hair looks like when it's blow dried. I've shown you guys this, like my hair texture before. So yeah, this is what it looks thick. I know it looks thick. In reality, I don't really have thick hair. You'll see when my hair is like pin straight now that it's not really that thick. So what I like to do is I just take my fingers like this, and then I separate the hair, meeting the fingers at the back, and then this section over here I like to just put that up into a little bun. So the hair straightener that I use is a GHD. It's this GHD gold, and this is what it looks like. If you follow me on Instagram, you definitely would have seen this little hair tool that I use. I use both a GHD hair dryer and I use the straightener. It's just my preference. I've always just used GHD when it comes to hair tools. It's just what I prefer. So now that the straightener is nice and hot, I like to section it off and then straighten this section at the back quite a bit. Well, I like to just get really like in there because it can get a bit curly at times, and I go as close to the root as possible. And I also take my time. I've seen some people that straighten their hair, they kind of do like this motion. I don't know, for me that's just not how I straighten my hair. I like to take my time and get into the roots and make sure that everything is getting nice and straightened, everything's getting heat. And then if you do see any smoke or steam, that is just the hair straightener going over product. I do have product in my hair, by the way. I'll show you at the end of this video what products I use before, and then obviously I'll put some serum on and show you what I use as well. You can see the texture before. It's got like a curl to it, almost like a wave, and then obviously when it's straightened, it's actually longer as well. Like the true length comes out. I get questions about why I straighten my hair, or am I not worried that my hair is going to be damaged by putting heat on it. My hair is very strong. I have a very strong strand. Everyone's hair is different, and my hair just happens to be really strong, so it can withstand heat. If you are basically starting your natural curly hair journey, I would not recommend that you straighten your hair, especially if you're going to do it with a hair straightener as well. Just because this can damage your curl quite a bit, and it can actually put you back at the beginning of your journey, if that makes sense. However, if you do have really strong hair that can withstand heat, then by all means. I just like to switch up my hair. I like to have it wavy, curly, straight. I do want to start like getting into wearing wigs as well. Like I would love to start playing around with that, like lace frontals and all of that. Like I watch so many videos. Okay, hold on, let me just tell you what I'm doing. I'm just taking my finger and creating like a rough path over here. I don't really section my hair off in like a strategic and well thought out manner. So what I was saying is that I would love to play with like lace frontals and things like that. I've watched so many videos of like install a wig and the glue that you need to use and all of that. Like I would love to like dabble a little. What I like about straightening my hair as well is like the shine that I get when it's straight. It's super shiny. So the sections at the back, I take quite thin pieces. Like I separate them into quite thin pieces just because I know how frizzy it can get at the back. I've spoken about it in my curly hair videos. This section over here gets very frizzy. It's kind of like subsided a little bit, to be honest, but it still has its days. So I like to make sure that these sections get properly done. What I was saying is about the heat is my hair can withstand heat and it's able to bounce back like immediately. There's no damage on it. It doesn't really show a lot of damage. And also because I get regular trims and things like that, my hair has become extremely healthy. But like I said, if you are worried about applying heat to your hair, then just skip it completely. So I'll come closer for this section. This is the roots that I'm going to be doing now. And obviously, like every curly girl, I do have like curly roots over here that you can see. I get really close. I basically go onto my scalp and I make sure that I really get in there so that it doesn't look funny. Especially this section over here. Here we go. Before and after. There's something about doing your hair that is just so like calming, and I'll be honest with you, before this video I was feeling a little bit anxious and I don't know why, but there's something about doing your hair that is just very like calming and therapeutic. So what I used to do, sometimes I still do it, I use a comb when I straighten my hair. I'll actually show you. I'll do it with the next layer and then I'll show you what I do when I use a comb. So this is the kind of comb that I'm talking about. There's like a thin section to it, and then this is kind of like more like the wide tooth, but it's not really a wide tooth comb, but I like to use this. I like to use the thin side as well so that it goes through any knots that I might have. I'm gonna do this section at the back quickly, and then it's easier for you guys to see the sides. Alright, so here we have a piece that has not been straightened yet. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to section off pieces like I have been doing all this time, and then do the roots. And then what I like to do is take my comb and then just hold it like that, put my straightener behind it, and what that's doing is the comb is actually taking out any knots before the straightener goes over it. And that allows for a nice straight piece without any knots. And when I get to the bottom, I've been doing this all the time, but I curl it a little bit. I try not to curl it too much because that can look a little bit funny. Like when your hair is like all to the back or something, like it can look a bit funny if your hair is curled a bit too much, like inward. So I try to curl it just a little bit. So one of the questions that I get asked often about my hair is where I get my hair trimmed and treated. and I get my hair trimmed and treated at Blue Lemon. It is based in the CBD in Cape Town, but yeah, they've been doing my hair for around 2 years now. I haven't gone to anyone else, and I don't think I want to go to anyone else because it takes a long time for you to find a hairdresser that you like really trust and know how, like they know how to work with your hair. I've had hairdressers cut my hair and then the person has like a dead end. It's not a fun time. So yeah, that's like a frequently asked question on my social media, is like, where do you get your hair done, colored, trimmed, treated? And it's all done at Blue Lemon. I'm almost done. By the way, I'm looking over here the whole time because this is where the mirror is, but I'm sure you guys figured that out already. Okay, so what I usually do with this section over here is I actually put it in a middle path. I usually wear my hair in a middle path. This section can actually go back. And if you guys were wondering about any like straighteners and stuff, I can't really answer like any questions about straighteners, just because, like I said, GHD is the only one that I've used. Believe it or not, I haven't used any other straighteners before, like those Cloud9, is it Cloud9 or Cloud 6, awkward, whatever it's called, and the Babyless ones. I haven't used any of those ones before. It's so weird because when I was in high school, I used to have this like really long hair. It was like just before my bum. My hair is like slowly getting there now again, which is like so weird to me because it hasn't been like that since I was like in grade like 10. Okay, we are almost done. I feel like I look so different when my hair is straight and compared to when it's curly. Okay, so I said I would talk about products that I use when it comes to straightening my hair. So before I straighten my hair, before I blow dry it as well, I use the Tresemme Heat Defense Care and Protect. That's what it looks like. You guys will have seen this in the video that I did where I blow dried my hair. So yeah, I really enjoy using this product. I've been using it for like a really long time now. It says that it's heat protection for up to 230 degrees Celsius. I love the way it smells as well, and I know many girls who use this product as well. And then what I'm going to put on now for like a serum but also a nice oil that's going to treat my hair at the same time. This is the Moroccan oil treatment and it's for all hair types. So I like to put like one, why is this not working? There we go, like one pump of that on. It's quite a bit and it's also quite like thick, and then I rub that all over my hands and then I slowly start putting it into the hair, and I focus it like a lot at the bottom just because the tips can get quite dry quite quickly. With the remaining product, I like to just put it on the rest of my hair. I try not to put a lot of product in the front here because else it can get quite like oily very quickly. So this is what my hair looks like when it is straightened with a GHD. I know I look very different compared to what you guys usually see me with, like curls and whatever, but I just felt like having a bit of a change. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you guys thought of this video and what you'd like to see next, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.